Hey, it's Cheryl. I just want to pop on here and talk to you guys a little bit about, the last full moon, I went to a moon lodge, and in the medicine wheel, the moon that we're in right now, starting from the full moon to the next full moon, we're in the moon of value, and value was just brought up, and I guess I've been sitting with that and working with that since the last full moon, and I'm just looking at like, what do I value? How do I value myself? How do I honor myself? And that was like a little bit of a hard one for me, actually. And then we were looking at value. When you value something, you protect it. So, how do you protect your value? And for me, what really came up here is boundaries. When I look at what makes me feel valuable, it's my family, it's my friends, it's um, but this is looking a little bit more than that. I'm like, how do I value me as a person, and what do I do to honor and to value myself? And then also looking at um, what devalues me and what makes me feel devalued. And a lot of stuff came up for me. And um, I guess one of the biggest things that I do to devalue myself is to set poor boundaries with people and put other people's needs above my own. Um, and I guess I just was have been thinking about like what does setting good boundaries look like for me, and what stops me from setting good boundaries for myself. And the biggest thing for me is fear, like fear of rejection, fear that people aren't going to like that, or maybe they'll, if I tell them my truth, if I tell them how I really feel, or if I say no, then they're not going to want to be in my life, or they'll just be like, oh, okay, fine, then I don't need you, or so fear has really been blocking me from setting good boundaries in my life. And so I've been working really hard on that over the last week and a half, like just really setting good boundaries. And at first, it was really scary. And I was afraid of saying no to people and having that rejection, or people just not wanting me around or something. And it was actually, for the most part, it was the opposite. It was people respecting me and respecting my boundaries and being completely fine with it. And if you look at, and I kind of looked at it in this way of like, if some people do choose to not be in my life or not want me around because they don't like my boundaries, then in the end, if all my worst fears came true, I would end up only left with people that value me and completely respect me. So I think that's for the best. So I'm going to continue working on this and really looking at value and valuing myself and teaching value to my children, and really working on this because I think this is a really important lesson for me. And I just wanted to share with you guys kind of what I've been working on. Thanks for listening.